Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. What's up, everybody? This is Ruben, and I'm back with another Ruben Report. Today, we're going to be doing another spa day for the RX3 here. Going to be cleaning the chain, giving the bike a good wash down. It's been about 2 weeks since the last time that I cleaned the chain, and just done general maintenance, a general look over, see how the bike's been doing, right? I've just been, as usual, just riding the bike for the past couple weeks just to get back and forth from work, grocery shopping, the usual. And so far, well, I'll have to take a look what type of mileage we were at last time, but as of right now, we are currently at, well, that's a trip, 3,891.2 miles. All right, so give me one moment. So it's been 585 miles since we've done our last update. So definitely time for a chain cleaning. Once I'm done, well, you guys already know what the whole process is. I always use a bucket of soapy water, get the chain all cleaned up, and I use the rest of the water to kind of get the bike looking nice. You got some more bug splatters, as you can see from the past 2 weeks of riding. So I'm just gonna get her all cleaned up, get the chain all cleaned up, get the bike looking fresh again, and then afterwards we'll just talk about how the bike's been doing and my thoughts so far. All right, got the chain all scrubbed up and wiped down with my brush there, so I'm just gonna get the rest of the gunk off with some paper towels. Just a little comment about the chain. We're at about 2,000 miles on this new chain, and still to this day I have not needed to adjust it. It's still right where it needs to be. And yeah, you get a good quality chain put on this bike, it'll serve you well. Alright, it's always a good idea to go over the chain with a shop rag or paper towels, because although it may look clean, that's how much grime and stuff has been coming off of it. So you go over it. Once you've gone with your brush, go over it with some type of rag or something. It all just depends on how clean you want it, but I like to have mine spotless before I put my chain lube on there. Yeah, just keep it all cleaned up and you'll have your chain last for a long time. It's also a good idea to take off your front sprocket cover, so that way you can clean up the front sprocket as well. It's pretty compact in there, and depending on what type of lubrication you use, some of this stuff starts to get all caked up in here. So you take this off, make sure you clean this out and clean up your front sprocket. You can clean up your back sprocket as well a little bit, and just so everything is all nice and clean. I also wanted to take this off just so I could check the tension of this nut here, and it's doing pretty good. I changed my front sprocket, let's see, it's over 2,000 miles ago now. I have a 13 tooth front sprocket on mine. It comes stock with a 14, but 13 tooth front sprocket is much better for this bike. But since I did change it, I just wanted to keep an eye on it and check it, make sure it's still tight and not flying off. So it's all good to go. I'm gonna just get this all cleaned up, get the bike washed down, and then we'll talk a little bit more after. All right, got the front sprocket all cleaned up, got this all cleaned up, went ahead and sprayed the chain down with my chain lube. I also already filled up the gas tank with a little bit of that upper cylinder lubricant, so we're good there. I do that about every week. And all right, so we're just gonna give the bike a little wash down, and then we'll talk a little bit afterwards. All right, the bike's all cleaned up now. Chain has been, the excess that's on the chain has been wiped off. All the bug splatters are gone. Fresh, brand new looking bike. It is no longer springtime. Springtime is officially over. For the past week, it's been at a like constant 100 degrees. And this coming week, it's going to be another 100 degrees. And it's only going to get worse living here in the Central Valley. So, with that, I want to make sure that I also have enough coolant, which it doesn't look like I do. So I'm going to get that filled up. And then before I do that, I also want to check on my oil. The oil, we changed it 2 weeks ago, so we only have 585 miles on this. It should be yeah, the level is good. Hold on. Is she focused? Okay. Yeah, it looks all right. Looks all right. All right, I'm gonna get that coolant, and then we'll talk later. Okay, we got the coolant filled up in there. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but she's in there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This bike is ready to ride for, well, another 2 weeks until I do another TLC maintenance. All right, guys, I've been riding this bike for the past almost month now, just going back and forth from work. And so on the new motor, I've got about 1,600 miles altogether. Yeah, that sounds about right. So 1,618 to be precise. And yeah, after I'd done the initial break-in, so we have about 1,100 miles on the bike so far, riding it back and forth from work and doing all kinds of stuff. The bike has been performing flawlessly. I wake up every morning, I fire right up, and I leave. And it's been doing everything that I need it to do, doing everything that I asked of it to do, no hiccups whatsoever. I have power on tap all the time. It idles just fine. Gas mileage has been, well, I've been doing a little bit of mixed riding. So there's been certain days where I ride on the highway, but mostly I ride on the back roads. And it just depends on how I ride. If I pass up a lot of trucks, if I'm just a little impatient, I've been getting anywhere between the usual 59 mpg all the way down to 50 mpg if I ride on the highway. But we'll just say a good average is about 54, 55 mpg altogether. And yeah, riding this bike literally for almost the entire month. I've been just letting my truck sit, and that's been saving me tons of money on gas. I mean, you can even see there's some spider webs forming. So I've literally just not driven this truck for like a month, and spiders are, you know, getting at it. All right, I've been doing some calculations, and in comparison to last month, where my bike was having its issues and I wasn't able to ride it and I was forced to pretty much use my truck to go to work. But before we get into all that, just want to let you know, this month in June, I've been riding the bike strictly. Like, this is the only vehicle that I've been using to get to and from work and to go to the grocery store, everything. It's been doing everything that I asked of it. And we'll start with how much I've spent so far riding this. I know this month is not completely over. I might fill up once or twice after this, but it's almost the end of the month, and so far I've spent $111 on gas in total, and I've ridden close to 1,200 miles. Yeah, close to 1,200 miles ever since I did the 500 mile valve adjustment. 1,100 miles, 1,200 miles. Yeah, 1,100 miles. Excuse me. So, I've spent $111 on gas. It's pretty great. Now, in comparison to the last month, where again I was forced to drive my pickup truck, I spent in total. Let me look at it one more time. Spent in total $473 in gas driving my pickup truck. Now, I've actually spent a lot more than that because, my wife's car, and also I did that whole trip down to LA and back just to get this thing fixed. I didn't calculate that in there. That doesn't really count. We're just talking about going back and forth from work. Okay, so $473, and also, mind you, I know it wasn't by much, but last month gas was actually cheaper. Gas was around $5.39, $5.40, 45, $5.49. I mean, it was slowly creeping up there. Now gas is basically $6. And near my job, gas is, I think, $5.89. So $5.90 pretty much is what I've been spending, this month riding the bike, and then last month driving the truck, it was like $5.49, $5.39. So gas prices, they've been fluctuating, but still, that is a $362 difference. Riding my bike has saved me $362 on gas in comparison to driving my pickup truck. And I mean, that's very profound. I mean, that's the exact reason why it is that I bought this bike, to be able to do that. And I know there's a lot of folks out there. There's been quite a few folks who have been coming into both of the CSC Motorcycle Owners Group. There's a lot of new owners out there. There's a lot of prospective buyers out there. A lot of folks buying an RX4 or another bike to do the same thing, to save money on gas. And I'm telling you, just look at me. I'm a living witness. This thing is saving me a lot of money on gas. It's a great bike so far. I know my ownership experience may not necessarily reflect everyone else. I'm kind of a anomaly out there with the quality control issue that I had with the engine before this, but the bike has been doing great so far. Every day my confidence is being built up, gaining confidence in the machine, and with the performance that I've been getting out of it and the reliability I've been getting out of it, it's been really nice for this past month. It's been nice to just ride, and then every other weekend do a little TLC, check a few things out, and get back to riding again. But we are very close to our 5,000 mile maintenance mark. And so, as I stated before, for the 5,000 mile maintenance, I'm definitely going to be doing a video. So you guys look out for that. I actually went over all the different maintenance items, and there's really not anything I need to replace. So I kind of skipped out on buying some stuff from CSC, but I might take a look at buying a couple things. The sale is still going on until tomorrow, so the 26th is the last day for you to get that Father's Day sale. But that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and yeah, if you're out there looking to buy an RX3 to save money on gas, there's a lot of folks buying bikes from CSC motorcycles right now. So far, it's been doing a great job. All right, stay safe out there, guys, and until next time, peace.